Fully Homomorphic Encryption, or FHE, offers a precise mathematical guarantee. You can perform complex computations directly on encrypted data without ever needing to decrypt it. While cryptographically secure, FHE presents a massive performance gap when run on standard hardware. When you feed these specific algorithms into a general-purpose processor, the system execution speed drops by several orders of magnitude. The first issue is memory overhead. To keep the data secure, the encryption process maps a small piece of information into a massive multidimensional lattice. A 1 megabyte file can easily explode into hundreds of megabytes of ciphertext. This creates an extreme processing time penalty. Because the computer has to manipulate these massive lattice structures, simple arithmetic operations that normally take fractions of a microsecond can suddenly take minutes. General-purpose CPUs are designed to handle many different types of tasks efficiently, but they do not have the memory bandwidth or the specific layout required to brute force this level of polynomial math. Standard hardware will never overcome these physical limitations. To make FHE practical, engineers have abandoned the attempt to force homomorphic algorithms into standard systems. Instead, they are developing a highly specialized ecosystem designed specifically for the unique demands of this math. This diagram illustrates the solution: a dedicated three-tiered architecture stack, engineered exclusively to support homomorphic computation. At the top layer, we have cryptographic algorithmic standardization. This defines the exact mathematical rules and security boundaries of the protocol. The middle layer is optimized software and encoding. This is where standard application data is translated into a state the homomorphic protocol can actually use. At the foundation, we have the hardware, application-specific integrated circuits, custom silicon designed to execute only this math. Transitioning FHE from academic theory to commercial reality strictly depends on the synchronization of this specific engineering stack. The rules governing this math are currently being codified by global telecommunications and standards bodies. Consortiums like homomorphicencryption.org coordinate efforts between industry, government, and academia, publishing white papers that define the rigorous standards for APIs, security parameters, and real-world applications. Hardware and software engineers cannot build functional systems if the underlying math keeps changing. They require stable protocol targets. This leads to highly specific frameworks like the draft standard BS ISO/IEC 28033-4, which codifies the mechanics for doing arithmetic based on lookup table evaluation. This diagram shows a lookup table in a homomorphic environment. Rather than computing complex functions directly on encrypted data, the system evaluates encrypted indices against a pre-computed encrypted table. Pulling the mapped value drastically reduces mathematical overhead. Beyond arithmetic efficiency, these standardization groups must govern the strict trade-off between absolute security and mathematical correctness. To measure security, teams rely on lattice estimators. These models calculate the exact hardness of the encryption, guaranteeing ciphertexts remain unbreakable against known cryptographic attacks. But they must balance those security parameters against noise estimators. Certain approximate encryption schemes, like CKKS, sacrifice small amounts of exactness for speed, and estimators must strictly track and limit that precision loss. These standards establish the precise physical and mathematical boundaries that engineers must design within to prevent data corruption. Once the math is standardized at the top layer, engineers have to translate those rules into deployable software. Open source initiatives are largely responsible for bridging this gap, providing the accessible tooling developers need. For example, the Latigo library provides a Go-based framework specifically built to implement multi-party homomorphic encryption across distributed systems. Software libraries format standard application data into a mathematical state for homomorphic operations. During evaluation, every calculation accumulates mathematical noise. If it crosses a threshold, the data is corrupted. To control this, libraries integrate advanced methods like PIE, p-adic encoding. This encoding stabilizes the data structure, allowing the system to execute deep, high-precision arithmetic calculations while managing the internal noise boundaries. Without these encoding innovations at the software layer, the theoretical standards of Layer 1 would remain unusable on a practical level. Software libraries act as the vital translation engines, keeping complex homomorphic math within functional, deployable boundaries. But no matter how perfectly the software translates the standards, those calculations must ultimately be processed by physical silicon. Standard CPUs fail because they cannot move data fast enough. The massive polynomial multiplications require intensive memory bandwidth that general processors simply do not possess. The most resource-intensive hurdle in this process is a continuous internal maintenance cycle, known as bootstrapping. When the mathematical noise in a ciphertext gets too close to the corruption threshold, the system must pause and run a bootstrapping operation. This resets and cleans the noise, allowing the calculations to continue. But doing this on standard hardware takes an immense amount of time. The hardware solution requires application-specific integrated circuits, or ASICs. An ASIC discards general-purpose architecture. It is custom designed from the ground up to provide practical acceleration for specific homomorphic schemes, like CKKS. To handle these specific mathematical flows, engineers have to design highly complex, three-dimensional chip layouts that prioritize raw memory bandwidth and rapid polynomial multiplication. Because the tolerances are so strict, designers are utilizing generative AI to simulate complex 3D datasets, testing countless design processes to minimize errors before the physical chip is ever manufactured. Custom silicon provides the raw computational brute force required to conquer the bootstrapping bottleneck, bringing latency down to levels required for commercial deployment. When we reassemble these three layers, we can see how this engineering stack operates seamlessly in a live environment. An application request enters the top layer, formatted and verified by the international API standards. It instantly drops to the middle layer, where the Go library encodes it into a complex polynomial state. Finally, it hits the silicon foundation, where the ASIC accelerates the multiplication and manages the bootstrapping, sending the accurate encrypted result back up the stack. This synchronized system is currently being validated through aggressive real-world stress tests. The I-dash benchmarking challenge consistently pushes the limits of homomorphic solutions, focusing heavily on protecting biomedical data sharing and collaborative medical analysis. At the same time, the FHE.org challenge crowdsources optimization solutions, prompting global engineers to constantly refine the processing speeds. And the center of gravity for this technology continues to expand, driving localized standardization and implementation workshops in major tech hubs like Seoul. Fully Homomorphic Encryption has officially left the mathematics department. It is an interdisciplinary, high-stakes engineering reality, and the infrastructure to support it is now firmly in place.